your hard work, your education, your hustle, your business is all being jeopardized for the sake of you being down. And you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? All right, everybody worldwide, you're now tuned into Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best. And I'm your host, Tom Danger. Back this week with a new episode. And this week we're going to talk about changing your mindset. I was speaking to a friend of mine not too long ago, and he was concerned about how the block perceived him. We have this habit of, let me take a step back. I remember growing up and never fitting in for whatever reason, right? Not cool enough, gear, all this other stuff. And because of the environment that I grew up in, there was a lot of people going to jail, killed. So I made a conscious decision to read books, do things to keep me out of prison, find ways to get money legally so that I didn't have to do what everybody else was doing as a means for survival. And I know of a lot of other young brothers out there who may have done the same thing. But then it feels as if you're no longer connected. When I say connected, sometimes we have this habit of wanting to feel as if we're still connected to the hood or to the block. And people on the block may look at you differently because your mindset has changed. You're not thinking in a sense of survival. You change your mindset to think legacy. And when you start thinking legacy, you start thinking about not just today and tomorrow, but what will my kids have or my kids' kids have based upon my decisions today. So you know that there's a couple of things you have to do. One, maintain your health. Because without health, you can't go for the long haul. And in the long haul is where the real rewards are, because you talk about the journey. I don't know why we feel as if we're missing out on something if we're not looked at as being the same when we're on the block. And social media is guilty for that too, you know, especially with the whole likes and comments, and you got to be mindful of who you follow and what you watch, because that helps to shape your mindset. It's easy to get to fall into the path of, why don't my views or why doesn't my page look or get certain reactions that other people do. You have to be mindful of, what is your intent? Like, what are you online to do? Are you just online for likes and comments? Or are you really online to network, to share information, and to provide valuable input to other people? You know, reading and looking at certain images, as well as resting, helps to shape the mind. So I'm still trying to figure out, where is it within the process that we feel as if we have to be connected? Sometimes people are shocked when I tell them that, you know, I have an anger issue. And it stems from, like I said before, growing up and seeing people go to jail and get killed and not thinking positive for myself. It comes from growing up and seeing other people achieve certain levels of success that I thought that I would have and I didn't have. It comes from working 3 times as hard as other people and not getting a fair cut of what I deserve. It comes from seeing other people in my family with hurt and health issues and everything. It comes from not learning how to express myself in words, but walk around with this energy. So I shifted it to doing things that are more constructive. It goes back to health. Started exercising, started running. Did a couple of videos of trying to break center blocks with an axe just to release this aggression. But I had to change my mind state. As far as the block is concerned, the same people I were hustling before, there's only a few of them who really switched up their hustle. It's 1,000,001 hustles. It's more than just credit card scams and tricking and jacking and selling drugs. It's 1,000,001 hustles. It's all in what you pick and choose to do. The hustle could be right here with this camera, giving game, teaching the youth, showing them that there's other things you could do, and recognizing that there is power in your voice. But all that had to come from changing my mindset. It came a point in time to where I can be walking through the block, and let's say I see a group of dudes standing somewhere. Now, on one side, you want to feel connected, and you want to go and be like, yo, what's up, you know? But on the other hand, you know that these dudes are doing something they ain't got no business doing. And now if you put yourself in that situation, your hard work, your education, your hustle, your business is all being jeopardized for the sake of you being down. And you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? So it's to the point now where if I see certain things coming in the distance, I cross the street. Has nothing to do with being a punk or anything. It's changing your mindset to be aware of the potential of risk and danger. When you're young and wild, sometimes you don't really think about the risk of, yo, if we run over here and we do this, X might happen. We just get into the height of it, the energy of it. Word, everybody else is out there doing it. Whoop, whoop. Let me go do it too, because I want to feel like I'm down with it. But you could also take that energy, like you know, and shift it into like, yo, again, let's pool our money together. Let's form this LLC. Let's start a cleaning business. Yo, certain people don't know how to do editing, or I know how to do editing, and you know how to do video editing, but you know how to write rhymes. Like, we can somehow get together and teach each other skills. And once you learn that skill, every skill that you have is a intellectual property that can be for sale. That's all that teaching is. It's your intellectual property and sharing it with others. And if you choose to put a price tag on it, so be it. It's yours. You put in the time to learn how to do certain things. And my whole point of this is, as you grow and as your mindset begins to change, don't feel guilty about having to cross the street. We're always connected. We will always be who we are. We are connected to our ethnicity, who we are. We are who we are. But that doesn't mean that we don't change our circles as we change our state of mind. And that's the real mental shift. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. This is Motivation and Confidence, where we help you do your daily best.